Welcome to Law Tube. You are watching top law news every day. But before we begin with the top law news of the day, if you have come to LawTube for the first time, please do subscribe LawTube and click on the bell icon for notification so that you will never ever miss latest law and legal news update on LawTube. We also thanks to all those who have subscribed LawTube. So stay tuned for latest law and legal news update every. In today's law news, we start with Kerala High Court stayed Kerala government directives for postponement of 6 days salary of the government servant. The Kerala High Court on Tuesday stayed for 2 months the directive issued by the government of Kerala for postponement of payment of 6 days salary of government servant for 5 months from April 2020, citing financial crisis due to COVID-19. The order issued by the Finance Department on April 23 stated that all employees of the government and the government autonomous bodies with gross salary of above rupees 20,000 per month will be subjected to deferment of payment of salary to the extent of 6 days per month for 5 months from April 2020. After hearing a bench of petition challenging the government's order, a single bench of Justice Bichu Korean Thomas observed that the order was prima facie not supported by any provision of law. Justice Bichu Korean Joseph observed that it was a vested right of every individual to receive salary for the working discharge. The bench did not accept the argument of the state government that the power was traceable to Disaster Management Act 2005 and the Epidemic Disease Act 1897. In another law news, a retired military officer moved Supreme Court challenging government's order on freezing dearness allowances. A PIL has been filed by a retired military officer seeking direction to the central for defreezing dearness allowance owed to retired defense person. On April 20, 2020, the central government decided to freeze the disbursement of dearness allowance retrospectively from January to 2020 for retired central government employees in view of the crisis arising out of COVID-19. Calling the order to freeze such dearness allowance in the present time arbitrary, the petitioner says that the decision affects the senior citizen the most as they are more vulnerable to COVID-19. Challenging this order of the center, the retired military officer Major Omkar Singh Gulera, who is a senior citizen aged about 69 years, the plea urged the court to intervene and pass appropriate direction. The Union of India be directed to practice what Prime Minister of India preaches, that is, look after senior citizens and do not cut salary. Senior citizens are more vulnerable to catching COVID-19 virus than others. Ours Major Guleria in his plea. Petition has further stated that he is a cancer patient and lives in a rented accommodation. In this backdrop, he avers that this arbitrary order of freezing dearness allowance shall have adverse implications for him and lakhs of veterans. The Supreme Court, discussing the power of remanding under order of the Code of Civil Procedure, has reiterated that the retrial should not be ordered in a routine manner. A bench comprising Justice A.M. Khanwilkar, Hemant Gupta, and Dinesh Maheshwari observed that the appellate court should ordinarily determine the suit finally when the evidence available is sufficient to dispose the matter. The bench also cautioned against routine remand as it would elongate the life of the litigation. The bench declared that we are satisfied that the High Court has rightly interfered with the decision of the trial court and has rightly held that the document in question cannot be accepted as the genuine will of the deceased Sangappa, and there was no reason for the High Court to remand the case to the trial court. The contention in this regard is required to be and is rejected. In a significant judgment, the Supreme Court held that a deemed university will come under the ambit of the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. A three-judge bench comprising Justice N.V. Ramana, Mohan M. Shantan Gaudar, and Ajay Rastogi, holding thus set aside a judgment of the High Court of Gujarat which allowed the discharge of trustees of a deemed university from the prosecution of corruption case. The Supreme Court held, we are of the opinion that the High Court was incorrect in holding that a deemed university is excluded from the ambit of the term of the university. University under section 2, subsection C, subclass 11 of the PC Act held the Supreme Court. In another case, the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal on Wednesday directed state-run NBC to implement the approved resolution plan for JIL, but subject to the final order in the matter. The NCLAT's direction come on petition by NBCC, which won the bid to acquire JP Infrastructure Limited. The public sector construction major had challenged modification to its bid when it was approved by the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal and sought a stay on the implementation of the modified plan. The Appellate Tribunal, however, declined to stay the implementation of the modified resolution plan. The two-judge bench headed by the acting NCLAT chairman Justice Bansilal Bhatt also told the interim resolution professionals to set up an interim monitoring committee. The matter was next hearing is listed for May 15. The arbitrational award fixing price of land cannot be executed like a decree for specific performance of sale agreement, said Supreme Court. Applying the principle that an executing court cannot travel beyond the relief granted in a decree, the Supreme Court held that an arbitration award fixing the price of the land cannot be executed like a decree for a specific performance of sale agreement when the reference to arbitrator was only for determining the compensation under the sale agreement. A bench of Justice Uday Umesh Lalit and Justice Vineet Saran further observed that for an award an instrument creating any right, title or interest in immovable property, it would be required to be compulsorily registered under the Registration Act, and that the same having not been registered could not be executable. The court allowed the appellant's appeal and held that the quashed the impugned judgment of the Rajasthan High Court. So, LawTube viewers, we hope you enjoyed this video and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe LawTube. So please, if you have any suggestion, views and opinion for the development of LawTube, so please do let me know all your views, opinion and suggestion in the comment sections below. I will be very happy to help update LawTube viewers and respond them. So stay tuned for latest law and legal news every day. See you tomorrow in the latest LawTube. Thanking you all LawTube viewers. Goodbye.